Hey Nourishers, how are you guys doing today? I am going to be adding Margarita on here. In case you guys don't know, this is the first of a really exciting segment that we're going to be offering. Perfect. And so the first Friday of every month at noon Eastern time, I'm going to be inviting on one person. Hi, Margarita.
Hello.
Yay, thanks so much for joining. So the first Friday of every month, I'm going to be inviting one person to join me for a quick consultation. So if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about our skincare and aren't sure what products to use, this is a really great time to watch, because basically what I'm going to be doing is going over different skin types and explaining how to work on those things naturally at home, how to use our products, how to introduce our products into your routine if you're brand new to using them, and some of my favorite tips and techniques to be able to do your own facials, your own healing skincare work, whatever it is you want to do with your skin. So, oh, I lost Margarita. Okay, perfect. We'll wait for her to come back on. There you are. Okay, great. So tell me a little bit about your skin and what you want to work on.
My skin, I would say it's combination. I have oily part right here and here, and a little dry here. And I want to work on to clean it more often, and maybe to find better product for cleansing and detoxing.
Okay.
I have I want to like minimize the pores on my nose, and yeah, I have a little bit of pigmentation on my forehead as well, so maybe work on that as well. And mostly just moisturize and bring it like glow the skin.
Beautiful. Now, are the pores large? Are they full of oil? Are they greasy? What's going on with your pores?
Yes, exactly that.
Okay, perfect. And then do you get dryness on the outside, you said?
Um, yes, not I wouldn't say like dry, but it's not that oily. It's normal, I would
Okay,
say.
it's more normal. Great. And then I know that you did actually recently just order some products with us. You're actually part of our skincare challenge right now, which is great. But before that, I know you haven't received your products yet. What were you using on your skin?
I used um I was cleaning my skin with cream cleanser from Mad Hippie, if you know that brand, every evening. And I think that's all. I didn't use much of the product lately.
Okay.
I didn't price it as well. So yeah, not that much.
Okay. And now, did you already start the massage techniques that I sent you over or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay, perfect. Do you know if the product that you were using was organic, or is it more of just like a traditional? The the product that you've been using on your skin, was it organic?
Um, I don't think so.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and how is your general health, like your digestion, your sleeping, um, your energy levels?
It's good actually. I sleep well. And yeah, I don't have any issues with that. Yeah, I feel pretty good in that area.
Okay, good. And do you have a specific food lifestyle that you follow as far as the types of foods that you eat, like gluten-free or organic, or tell me a little bit about your diet?
I eat intuitively most of the time, so whenever I feel like have, but I avoid any fast food and any um, anything that like too sugary or too salty. So I'm trying to eat a lot. I'm cooking for myself all the time, and like I'm cooking soups and stews and stuff like that. Sometimes
Okay.
I very rarely eat like red meat. It's like maybe once a half a year.
Okay, great. So basically, with the things that you told me and that what I noticed from your skin just from speaking to you is that you have lines in this area here between the brows,
Mm-hmm.
which is energy connected to the liver. So what we're going to want to work on is also strengthening the connection between the liver meridian from the face. So I'll make some recommendations for that, and then I'll go over what I would recommend for the things that you mentioned with your skin. So number one, the basic routine that I share with everyone as your foundation for healthy skin is going to be how you wash your face. So you want to make sure, so when your skin is greasy or your pores are large, generally it means that the skin is dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happens is your skin is an oily organ, and your skin needs oil and actually not water. So hydration is really important internally, but externally your skin really needs oil.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we want to do is make sure, number one, that you're getting the right oil intake. Oil helps your skin to detox. Your skin's a backup excretory organ for your liver, large intestines, lungs, and blood. So if these channels are not open, what happens is the body will send toxins to be expelled through the skin, and the toxins can't get out, right? They can't detox.
Mm-hmm.
So they get trapped just below the skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then that can cause pigmentation issues because you have toxins and they sit just below the epidermis. And then as soon as you get heat or you get a lot of UV radiation, it's almost like a marker or a pigmentation will form on the skin as like a little bit of a scar. So it's really important, number one, that there's no water in your skincare products. So soap can have water in it. That's okay. And otherwise, your serums, your moisturizers, your balms, your creams, you don't want to have any water in your products because that will create an imbalance in the regulation system of the oil. And so we're getting you started on our products, which is good because we don't put water in any of our products. Water also in the products means that you have to have preservatives because that's how bacteria can grow. And so the preservatives can slow down the systems that the skin uses. So one of those important systems is being able to expel waste, and preservatives slow that whole process down. And so we're going to actually start speeding that process up so your skin can start detoxing again. And it's going to start producing really healthy oils again. I know commonly in the cosmetic industry, people can feel a little overwhelmed about using creams on their skin if they feel like their pores are large or they're a little oily or greasy. But generally, these are the people that need more hydration. Your skin really needs a certain amount of oil every day to protect itself and also to basically take in nutrition because you're producing certain vitamins in the oil glands of your skin and then you have to reabsorb them, and also to expel waste. So we need to have a certain amount of oil for that whole process to happen. And when the skin gets really dehydrated, what it'll do is it panics a little bit because it needs to have oil to protect itself. So it'll produce this very fast oil. The regular, normal, healthy, hydrating oils can take like 8 hours to really fully produce on the skin. So imagine if you wash your face and you do a like intense scrub and a very chemically based soap, what happens is then all those important oils are gone. And then you're going to have to, your skin will produce this really fast grease to try to protect itself. And that's the grease that makes your pores look large and feel kind of thick. And so just by changing that process around, it makes a really big difference in your skin. So you're going to wash your face just once a day, and you're going to wash your face in the afternoon or evening as soon as you get home. So if you get home from work at like 6 o'clock, I want you to wash your face immediately and do your nighttime routine at 6 o'clock. There's a lot of free radical damage that happens during the day. There's a lot of pollution and dirt and debris and things in the environment that you're touching your skin with during the day. And those things can proliferate over time. And so say you get home at 6, but you don't go to bed until 10 or 10:30, those 4.5 hours that you might have where before you wash your face can actually cause a lot more damage to your skin. So wash your skin as soon as you get home. And you want to make sure that obviously you're using a proper cleanser. Unfortunately, and I know you ordered our Shungite and Diamond soap, which is really great. Shungite's very detoxifying, so it'll help that detox process. And diamonds make the skin strong. So you have a pretty thin outer layer. It's called your epidermis. It's about as thick as a sheet of paper. And so it's really easy to scrub through or damage it. And what we want to do is actually make it as strong as possible because it's the layer that protects you. And it's the most protection. There's no product in the world that's going to match the protection that your epidermis gives you. And so the Shungite and Diamond soap is great. You want to make sure that you wash your face only with cool or cold water. Even ice cold water is amazing to wash your face with, but never warm water. Warm water will soften your important oils. So the process where you're giving yourself a good cleaning can actually thin out some of the important natural oils that you need. We don't want to take those oils away. So you're going to use cool or cold or even ice cold water to wash your face. Ice cold is really great because it's good for inflammation. Also, it stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, so it's very relaxing for your system. And the big thing that I teach people with anti-aging is that anti-aging is a matter of relieving stress every single day from your face, because compounded stress is what becomes aging. Lines, wrinkles, it's just chronically having positions, patterns, stress, and toxins on the face that you don't remove. And so using ice cold water is awesome. Just make sure that your water is not from tap water. So if you're able to get a filter for your whole house, that's great. You can get, they sell now really cool filters that you can put right on your bathroom sink. Or if you need to just use I get a bowl. I don't have a filter on my bathroom sink yet. And so what I do is I just get a bowl of water and I have some distilled water from my Berkey and I make ice cubes, and then I get just my drinking water, put a bowl, and then I wash my face with that at night. And so when you're using this healthier water to wash your face, it makes a big difference because in tap water, there's chlorine, chloramines, fluoride, there's all sorts of chemicals in the water, and you don't want to be putting that on your face because you wouldn't buy a product and you're reading the ingredients and the ingredients say, you know, this beautiful botanical, this plant, chlorine, and then this beautiful botanical, and then fluoride. You wouldn't purchase that product. So you wouldn't want to wash your face with that either. And so basically that's your process. You're going to dry your face really thoroughly. Do not put your product or your cream on your face when your face still has water on it. You want it to be totally dry because water and oil obviously repel each other, and we want to make sure that we're getting as much of the oil systems to function as possible. So then you're going to do your nighttime routine. Your nighttime routine is going to include your serum or your cream. And for you, I know you ordered the at-home facial kit, and the at-home facial kit has the O2 squared moisturizer in it. So that's actually really good. It's very stimulating, so it helps the detox process. So that can be your nighttime cream. So we have the 2-minute massage that I have sent you the video. And if anybody is watching and they want me to send them the massage, just send a DM to Nareesh after this, and I will send a video of that massage that you can practice at home. And that massage is really important. Essentially, like I said before, anti-aging is really just reversing the stress from the day. And the most important way that we do that is by relaxing the muscles in the face, moving out any fluid congestion, opening up the detox channels and things like that. Because again, your skin's a backup excretory organ for your liver, large intestines, lungs, and blood. So if the channels for detox aren't open, what happens is a lot of toxins can get trapped under the skin, and that causes aging and especially pigmentation later. And so essentially you're going to do that massage. Now, just as a tip, if you're doing that like at 6 o'clock when you get home, and say you're in very cold weather, you're traveling, you're stressed, something's going on where your skin is very dry, and you needed to massage a little bit more cream before you go to sleep in 4 or 5 hours, that's also okay. You can do that again. And that's really a good trick for rehydrating skin in the winter, which is now, and any time that the skin needs extra hydration. So now when you wake up in the morning, you are not going to wash your face. You really never want to wash your face within 8 hours of going out in the sun or out in the world. And so you're just going to massage your face in the morning. You have the And the Sun Love serum, which is also perfect for you. And the Sun Love is a product that I recommend for everyone when they're first starting with our products. And this is really cool. It's not a sunscreen. This is actually a product that we make that has all plants that teach your skin how to be its own sunscreen, right? So we have plants that do amazing in UV light, right? There's flowers that only bloom during the day. There's cactus, there's different plants, even palm trees. If you think like very high in the sky, their palm fronds are getting radiated all day long. So we use all the different plants that naturally have a high photochemoprotective capability. So in the world of pharmaceuticals, we call that SPF, we call that sunscreen, but in the plant world, we call that photochemoprotective capability. And so when you use these plants on your skin, it takes about 5 weeks. But after 5 weeks of using these plants on your skin, because skin cells and plant cells are so similar, you actually boost your photochemoprotective capability by using this serum. So I recommend everybody have this serum in their bathroom all the time. When you first start using our products, you're going to use it every day for 5 weeks. It doesn't have to be daytime. It can be daytime or nighttime. It still works. But when you first start using it, some of these plants naturally will give your skin some protection from the sun and from the environment. So it is nice to start using it daytime in the beginning. And all you're going to do in the morning is massage the product on your skin with that face massage technique that I taught you. And then now, just for anybody that's watching right now or listening later, if you say you're going to exercise or work out, or you get really sweaty or dirty or something, and you feel like you have to wash your face during the day for some reason, what you're going to do is you're going to gently wash your face. You're not going to scrub your skin. You're almost just going to, with a little bit of the soap and the cold water, you're gently just going to rinse sweat or dirt or debris off your skin. You're not going to do anything very intense. And that will protect your oils that you need during the day. And so for you, that's a really good routine to start with. You also have the Dragon's Breath, which is part of the at-home facial kit. So the at-home facial kit has in it 2 products. The Dragon's Breath is this really cool at-home facial product that we make. And so basically it's this kind of like black, it's like a dark green actually, but it's this cream that you use on your skin. And what you do is, I made this probably about 12 years ago. It was before COVID, obviously. So at-home facials weren't really a big thing back then, but I thought it was really important. I have a lot of clients that came from out of town or out of the country. You can see it's kind of like this green color when it's on. And I thought it was really important that my clients have access to giving themselves a facial at home. I don't like anybody to feel like they're dependent on me to have good skin. I want to teach people how to have really beautiful skin on their own. So this is the first at-home facial kit that I made, and it's still to this day, it's one of the most loved. What you're going to do is you're going to clean your face really thoroughly, and then you're going to put the dragon's breath on. And the dragon's breath is basically going to connect to the positively charged particles on your skin or in your skin. And it pulls them like a magnet to the surface, and toxins stick to positively charged particles. So it's also going to be pulling all the toxins to the surface. Over the course of the 45 minutes that you wear this, oh, it smells so good. I love it. Over the course of the 45 minutes that you wear this cream, it's going to get more sticky, almost like honey. And so it's going to trap all the toxins right there on the surface of the skin. So the trick with this, in order to take it off, what you're going to do is you're going to take the shungite and diamond soap, and you're going to massage your face with the shungite and diamond soap without any water. So you're just going to use the soap. You're going to massage your skin. That will break the bond. And then you can use water to rinse it off your face. If you try to wash it off with water and soap first, it's not going to break that bond, and it's going to feel like it's going to take a long time for you to get it off your skin. And then after you take that off, you're going to do a 5-minute massage with the O2 square. That's the oxygenator that comes inside the facial kit. You also have the O2 squared. And this is really amazing. You can't use oxygen on your skin. It's as an ingredient, it's not effective. And so basically what this does, this uses a really cool composition of specific roots and mushrooms and berries, and it creates ATP, adenosine triphosphate, in the skin. It activates basically the energy systems of the skin, and then it has a really high antioxidant component, and that high antioxidant component from the berries protects that energy, that ATP in the skin. When you use it on your skin, you're going to do that massage that I taught you. You're just going to do it a few minutes longer. You can feel a little bit tingly, or you can feel, notice that your skin's very red when you're doing it. That's okay, because it's creating all that blood flow and all that oxygen for your skin. And I recommend for pigmentation that you start off doing the at-home facial kit twice a week. And after you feel like your skin is about 50% improved, you can cut it down to once a week. And then you just use it as you need. So when I fly, or when I travel, or when I'm super stressed, or if I'm working in New York City and I feel like my skin's a little more congested, or something like that, basically I will use the at-home facial kit then. And I just kind of, like you eat intuitively, I use the at-home facial kit intuitively. But to start with, using it twice a week is really good for your skin. And so basically, essentially what we're doing is we're going to create, through that massage technique, through using the products that are so clean and healthy and organic, and through the at-home facial kit, we're going to be creating this detoxification, get everything, open up the detox channels. It's really important that when you're doing that massage, that you're really opening, working on the thymus, tapping the thymus, and that you're opening these termini, these lymph points here, and that you're moving everything down your neck so those detox channels can open, and including massaging your ears and your scalp. That's really important. And then you're going to be getting all the good plant nutrition on the skin. You're going to be strengthening and building up your skin so that the sun and heat doesn't cause any pigmentation stains if there's any toxins that are moving through the blood or that are detoxing through the skin. And then you're going to create a lot more circulation from that process. if you feel after probably about 6 weeks that your skin isn't really glowy and dewy and beautiful and just like feels like really soft all the time and has that shine all the time, we can add the Cacao Hydra Mask into your routine. That is a very strong boost for the circulatory system and gets the skin really looking beautiful and good. And then we also have one product that is specifically for hyperpigmentation. It's the Azurine Dream. And the Azurine Dream uses all these amazing mushrooms and sea plants, and they are great for getting rid of pigmentation. So generally, I feel like with the products you're using, your pigmentation should start to move on its own, but we can go a little step further in about 6 to 8 weeks if you feel like you need a little more support with that. When you're massaging, really focus on this liver meridian, and you have the affirmations that I'm going to teach you how to do next week in the skincare challenge. And that will be really good to create an internal belief system about health and beauty with your skin. And then the only other thing I recommend when someone has a lot of stagnant energy or chi in the liver meridian, when you wake up in the morning, one of the best things you want to do is hydrate immediately. So within the first 5 minutes of you waking up, even if you're not totally, I don't know if you're the person who like jumps out of bed and you're ready to go, or if you just kind of wake up and maybe you're like half asleep for 10 or 15 minutes before you actually get up, keep some water or some water with lemon right next to your bed. You can prepare it the night before. And have at least 16 ounces that the minute you wake up, even if you lay back down and close your eyes again, drink the water with lemon. So you want to rehydrate right away. And also the liver all night long is doing this detoxing. And so the sooner that you can actually flush those toxins out of the system is better, because otherwise they'll reabsorb into the liver. And then you can basically throughout the morning, if you focus on raw fruits, especially dark colored fruits, that's really good because the fructose is going to be great for your liver. It supports the liver. And those first few hours of the day, like even till noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that's a really good time to be nourishing and supporting the liver and the heart. And this is going to be really important when you're doing the massage and doing the affirmations and strengthening the liver meridian. You're going to see that this area here starts to smooth out and go away. Now, when you're doing the massage here, you may feel that as you're massaging, you may feel like a divot or like a little bit like of a trench in the bone in this area. What you want to do is you actually want to imagine that your finger is like a magic eraser and you're just smoothing out that divot. You can do circles, you can do back and forth, you can do up and down, but I want you to really use the products, especially your O2 squared, and you can smooth this out. That divot is the fascia. It's not actually your bone. So these fascial cohesions are basically these knots, these anchors under the skin, and they're pulling that line into your skin. So if you can start smoothing and unwinding the fascia there, you're going to see a really big difference here. The fascial cohesions happen because of products that have water and preservatives in them topically. Also internally, if you, ever were dehydrated regularly or not drinking water that was easy to absorb, it can cause the fascial cohesions to become so tight. They almost, instead of being like soft and pliable and kind of like almost like jelly, a gelatinous, the fascia will become hard like cement and it almost start twisting and winding around itself. And so I will teach you in 2 weeks in our group. I will teach you some really cool tricks after you've gotten the massage down to actually stretch all the fascial cohesions on the face. And that's going to be really good for you too. So I feel like you definitely, when you take your before pictures, take a good picture of this area here. I think in 4 to 6 weeks, that's going to be probably totally gone for you. And that's going to be really amazing. And yeah, so I feel like we covered a lot. Do you have any questions or anything?
Um, Also, it was this little sample included to the shape.
Oh, the rosea serum.
Yes. How do I use that?
The rosea serum is is magic. So basically, we have two rosea products that we make. We have the rosea serum, and I use it all the time, so it's out. We have the rosea cream, and basically, vitamin A is really important for the skin. I think it's my experience, it is the most lost vitamin in our system. And so it doesn't make it to the skin very easily. And vitamin A is really important. Vitamin A is almost like a magic vitamin. It helps acne, it helps lines, it helps wrinkles, it helps dullness, it helps hydration. Vitamin A is so important. Now, you'll notice that in the pharmaceutical industry, they're making Retin-A, Renova, and a lot of these synthetic vitamin A products. Unfortunately, a synthetic vitamin A is not going to cut it to actually create the response in the skin so that you're absorbing and using vitamin A. It's phototoxic, so as soon as you go in the sun, it actually causes more damage for your skin, and it causes a lot of epidermal destruction, which people think is good. You think like if that whole outer layer is sloughing off, the skin looks very beautiful underneath, but long term, it's very detrimental, and it causes more future damage. So vitamin A has to be from the most potent source. It comes from roses, and the roses really have to be organic. So it's tricky to find organic rose farms. So I found I wanted to get roses from all over the world because different soil components have different nutrition. So I collected roses from certified organic rose farms all over the world, 9 different countries. And together we put this with all these different amazing Ayurvedic herbs and mushrooms and sea plants and made our rosea products, and it is magic for the skin. So basically you can just massage that into your skin. Since you have the sample size, just do it once or twice a week, and it is the most powerful anti-aging product you're going to use on your skin. It is so beautiful and amazing, and I'm excited that we still had some samples left that you were able to get some.
Nice, thank you.
Great. Well, thanks so much for joining today and sharing your skin with us. I really appreciate the vulnerability, and I'm excited to continue the skincare challenge. If anybody's watching, we still have time for you to join the skincare challenge, and any products that you purchase during the skincare challenge that you use during the challenge are going to be 50% off. And so it's a really great time to, if you want to use our products or want to participate, the challenge itself is free, and we're part of an Instagram group, so you do have to participate. And I'm going to teach you all of my favorite tips how to take care of your skin. Also, all of my favorite tips on internal health and how your whole system affects your skin, and the internal subconscious belief and dialogue and conversation that affects your skin and your beauty as well. And it's a really fun group. So direct message Nareesh if you have any more questions or you want to join, and our girls will get you set up on that. So I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you hopefully at water ceremony tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.